Whoa! We're back.
And we're back.
Hello.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Oh, wait, I don't want to get copyrighted.
No, yes. We're probably so bad at it that it wouldn't even trigger.
It doesn't trigger anything.
Oh. What? Hold on a second. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Hello? Hello?
Who is it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, hey. Great to hear from you.
Who is it?
It's Todd McFarlane.
Oh.
You know how we met him at Comic-Con?
Yeah. You mean
Well,
Uncle Todd?
Yeah. So, yeah, 1 second. He's calling me for some reason. I'm going to find out what's going on. Yeah, so how you doing, Todd? Good to hear from you. I'm glad to hear you found your way from the Uber to the convention center. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I love TAKORO. He's awesome. And I'm happy you got to see that figure in person. That's a real cool full circle moment for me.
All right, get Dad off the phone.
Hold on. So, wait. That's the reason you haven't put the Spawn movie out?
Oh, boy.
You're kidding, dude. I mean, I'm honored, but I think I have a little while to go before we get there. Hold on.
This is so cringy.
He's saying that he hasn't put the Spawn movie out yet?
Because he's waiting for your approval?
No, because he wants TAKORO to be in the movie.
Oh, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
I don't know if it would work, like tone-wise, but
yeah, well,
I'm not sure if that would work tone-wise. You're going to do like a more 4-quadrant Spawn? But what about all the blood and killing and vengeance and all? Green blood. Okay, well, Listen, I'm not trying to big time you or anything, but I gotta get to. I got a show going on. I know you do those little streams on Instagram. They're cute. I have a full production here, so I'll talk to you later. I love you, dude. You're a really great guy. Thank you for talking to me. But I gotta go. Oh, okay.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Okay, we'll do a figure. It can be animated. Yes. Okay. All right. What's that? Gotta. Breaking up. Okay. Dude, Todd McFarlane, dude.
Todd.
I love him, but man, like.
You mean Dad?
Dad McFarlane.
Dad McFarlane.
He's always like trying to talk and hang out. I'm like, dude, we just went, you know. But I'm honored, you know.
You should be.
I'm honored. Welcome all of you guys back to the post Comic-Con version of the Attack Cave, the Attack Peter live streams. We missed you very much. Gabby and I always talk about it, that we were sad to not do streams for the last few weeks, but man, we've been busy.
We've been so busy.
We've been busy. July was insane, you know, and we were going to do the Kickstarter in July, and then we decided, you know, it's too much going on. Let's hold off. And so it kind of worked out because some opportunities have opened up. But tonight, in honor of the Kickstarter, to continue to drive the hype and make sure you guys know all about it, we're doing a giveaway. So absolutely free, no purchase necessary. In fact, it's so official that you can go into the description of the video and see all the terms and whatever it is. We had to get all the legal people approving of this.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal to get it done. But I wanted to do a giveaway, man. Like, TAKORO started with a giveaway where you guys, a lot of you guys, sent in your original art, your version of TAKORO, and I picked a few of you to get an original TAKORO print. So, like, we're about to go into this next phase of TAKORO and his whole story and his whole, you know, being. And I thought it would be awesome to do that and bring in the same good vibes with a giveaway. So tonight, towards the end of the stream, we're going to pick 3 people at random. Gabby's going to tell you how to do it. In fact, if you want to tell them... No, let's wait a little bit. Gabby set up a whole system so it's fair, randomized,
we'll drop links and all that, the relevant stuff a little bit later in the stream.
Everybody, as long as you're in the stream, when she puts the link up, you will have a free and fair chance at getting an original drawing, just like the one I did today live on Instagram. Okay. And I did this one live with everybody watching, and that came out really good. It came out good, but
I didn't even look at you do that.
Yeah, I did it in here. I have a picture in there that you can we'll pull up later on.
Yeah, you have the actual recording is on your Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Of you doing it live?
Yeah, you can check out the storage. You can check out my Instagram for a clear shot of it. But the point is, we are going to do excuse me, let me back this up. I am going to draw by hand. I rarely do hand ink drawings anymore. I just always trying to do a carving, make a print, bring everything as much as I can to all of you guys. But I'm going to do a hand-drawn version of TAKORO in your copy of TAKORO The Last Dorok, if you back it on the Kickstarter. So I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah, I mean, all of the rules and stuff are in the
description
box below. If you want to take a look at them, they're also going to be we're going to put the rules everywhere so you're very well informed.
Yeah, we have to make sure we
need to make sure you know how this works.
But it's not that complicated.
No, it's not. But we'll go over it later. Just make sure that you stick around on the stream, because the only way that you'll get access to the link where you can submit your name to be drawn for this prize is if you stick around in the stream while I put the link up. The link will only be available while we're on the stream. It will be turned off as soon as we're done taking entries. So make sure you stick around.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. And it's just a little teaser. Imagine, that's what we're doing for free here. Imagine what we're bringing in the tiers. It's big. So excited for that. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat, like we like to do. I see Hunter was here early. What's up, Hunter?
Still here.
Jolly Ginger Giant. What's up, Lewis? How you doing? Jason Winters, the Seminole Designer, JD of the Dead, Spud Killer, John Price, Terry Eaton. Terry Eaton came all the way from across the pond, as they say, to visit and meet Gabby and I at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't think you were there. I think you were working on something. But yes, and he gave me a beautiful... Let me show this right now.
Oh, I wasn't there. That was when I was walking around the show floor. That was when you were at the Mondo booth. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that.
Terry brought this beautiful framed piece of TAKORO fan art. Is it showing up clear?
Just hold it still for just a second, and back it up a little.
I thought I had
You're too close to the camera. There you are. You're good.
So I'll post this later on Instagram. But yeah, he brought this beautiful piece of Takoro fan art. It has Takoro on the Empire State like King Kong and fighting off the biplane. So super honored. Terry, thank you so much, buddy. And there's a funny picture. Terry, I don't have the picture. I think you have it. But where we took a picture together, and I am so small next to Terry.
Oh, is that the one where it looks like he's scooping you up?
He's scooping me up. I look at my back's breaking, but it was a pleasure. It was awesome to meet you. And,
if any of you who are on the stream right now met us in person,
yes.
Can you in the chat attest to how tiny we both are? Because
or
I
not,
feel like,
or just skip
or
that
not,
altogether.
or be like, no, they're huge.
Yeah, yeah.
They're massive.
Let the legend live.
I have no problem being Hobbit size.
Okay, well,
that's just for the record.
That's for the record for you. The record. But yeah, it was awesome, and Terry was wearing the orange Takoro shirt.
Oh, so yeah?
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. So, okay. So Terry's here. Jason Winters is here.
My
Kevin.
sister is here.
Hey, Effie, what's up? Good to see you here.
Garima is here.
Effie, thanks for coming out. Garima's here. And let's see who we got. We got Octeal. Oh, speaking of Octeal, check this out. Speaking of this. By the way, working on something exciting with our buddy Matt, a.k.a. Octeal, for the Kickstarter. Can't say anything else.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm so excited for this.
But it is an incentive, in my opinion, for this thing to pop off, and we'll talk about that as the date approaches. Let's see here. So he sent me a couple of beautiful Hedora eye patches.
Look at those. Dude, those are so cool.
They're so good. And I'm going to be affixing them to a jacket like this. I think this one probably. Just so it looks like Hedora. I was going
to say, like, maybe one of the things that we do on the Facebook group or on Instagram is ask people which of your jackets they should go on. Because Peter has a lot of really cool jackets that these
this
could
one,
fit on.
because it's the green Hedora one.
I don't know that it's that one.
Yeah,
and I think that you should open it up to the people.
No.
You know. Oh, your mom is here.
Hey, Mama.
Hey.
And so he sent me those beautiful patches that came with these awesome metallic Hedora eye stickers.
Oh, I didn't see the stickers.
Yeah,
Let me see them again. Hold them up again.
Yeah.
Don't shove them in the face of the camera. Just hold them up to your microphone. Yeah, there you go. They're awesome. And they're holographic?
Yeah, they're like metallic, iridescent.
Is it that thing where when you shift them from side to side, they move?
They shine bright like a diamond.
Oh, boy.
And so then he also sent me these cool stickers. Got the flying guy again. They're like Tattoo Flash, but in sticker form.
Oh, look at the hologram is so cool.
Yes. So Matt, Octeal, if you're there listening, I know you are, put a link somewhere or just go follow him, Octeal Tattoo on Instagram.
He's on the chat right now.
I know, I see him there. So just,
plug yourself, dude.
Yeah, just make sure people know
Throw
where
all
to
your
find
stuff
you.
into the chat.
Yeah. He's, in my opinion, he's the official tattoo artist of the kaiju community. I've knighted him.
Wow.
Yep. And he knows his shit too. So, okay. Let's see who else we got. Hey, Shelby, Chewy. We said, Valerie Wilcox, Gerardo Castaneda. Oh, I met Gerardo at Comic-Con, dude. Thanks again for coming by, man. Nathan's here. So many awesome people. Todd, Jeremy. Oh my goodness. Everybody's here. Josh Bug. Thank you guys. Ryan. Oh, okay. So many. Too many to go through. Holy shit. The chat is litty titty.
Good, man. Good. We missed y'all.
I missed y'all. Yeah. Okay. Let us first. What are we going to? I send you a list of things. Welcome,
and I've already forgotten.
Oh. Guys, if you haven't yet, please go to theattackpeter.com. Not attackpeter.com, unless you want to know how much it's going to cost me to get that freaking URL back. Theattackpeter.com. And Gabby's going to put it up on the screen.
I just put it up in the chat. And theattackpeter.com.
And show the screen so they see what it looks like there.
It will redirect you, but this is what it looks like. There you go.
Yeah. So it's going to be a Kickstarter like holding page for Takoro the Last Dorok. Again, that's the official title of the book. And if you scroll down, there's a little green button that says notify me on launch. Click that, put in your email. It's not going to send you anything else but a notification when the Kickstarter launches. And so I know a lot of us got stuff going on. We're busy. I want to try to make that first day the most hype day possible, because with Kickstarter, if it pops off in the first day, like if fingers crossed, knock on wood, if we hit our goal in the first day, Kickstarter's like, oh fuck yeah, take this stream and take this Kickstarter, put it in front page, and the more this thing blows up, again, I can't repeat it enough, I can't reiterate it enough. The more this thing blows up, the more we have an opportunity to take Takoro to the next level. And I want to talk a little bit before we get into what we're doing next about why. Some people have been asking me, why are you doing the book on Kickstarter? After all, you're at Skybound. They publish books. You know, you've sold a bunch of prints and you've worked with all these companies. You should have the ability to just release a book. And that's true. And we could have done that. And that was on the table for a while. And it started when I saw McFarlane do a Kickstarter, frankly. And I thought,
what did he do the Kickstarter for?
He did a Spawn figure, like the first figure he ever did, but with today's technology. And it was such a big deluxe thing that he said it was too much for any of the big box stores to want to order and carry, took too much shelf space. It was going to be too expensive. And so he would have had to like reduce the badassness of the figure. Yeah. And he said, well, if the fans want something like this, they'll let me know and we'll make it. And if they don't, we won't make it.
Right.
So it's kind of the same idea. This book is a little weird in the sense that it is a block print art book. Right off the bat, that is not something that you see on the shelves a lot, okay? It's also a strange IP. It's our guy, it's TAKORO, but it's not something that everybody else knows or is aware of, etc., right? And I like to make sure that if we are going to go all out, put all our energy behind it, that you guys who've been with us this whole time building this, that you put your stamp of approval on it and let your voices be heard on Kickstarter. The Kickstarter doing well, the amount of backers being visible, however much it ends up earning, all of that shows us what it shows other people that there's a like group of people that are really into this. And therefore it makes, future investors or partners more excited to work on it. I could just put the book out. The book might sell. We could do a little book tour. We could do cons, etc. And it would be just like any other book release out there, But with Kickstarter, not only can I throw in, and we're doing a figure. And we're doing these top secret tiers that I can't talk about yet. But anybody watching can see the hype behind it. And that is always what has made Attack Peter as a brand special to people from the outside looking in. They see you guys. They see the print crew. They see you guys talking to each other. People watch. I'm telling you, people are in the Facebook group. People watch the comments. People watch all the threads. They see the chats here on YouTube. They love that energy that we have here as a community more than anything else. Because it's like, this is already a fully functioning machine. This is already like this is a tank going into battle. This isn't just like some idea that, maybe people will like this. There's tons of ideas they can pick from. Think about it. How many shows do you see on Netflix that you'll never end up watching? Or how many comics that you see on the rack that look good, but you don't have time to read them all? This already comes with you guys, and nobody has that. So that's why we're doing it on Kickstarter. I want you guys to know the real reason is I want everybody to see that TAKORO is not just me and Gabby, not just the two of us and Skybound, but it's all of you guys. And that's why it's special. And that's why it's something that people should be interested in. Seeing the tattoos that you guys have done. Seeing the fan art that you guys have done, like the one Terry brought.
See all the fan art.
Yeah, the fan art.
TAKORO has so much fan art already. It's
the
crazy.
hashtag exists. All those things put together, and people go, okay, let's roll the dice on it. And I would not be able to live with myself knowing that all the work we did, those streams where we created She Got together, the streams where
Phil the Yeti.
Yes.
Who's no longer Phil the Yeti.
We'll talk about that.
We will talk about that.
But all of those things that we did together cannot just come out with a fizzle. It has to come out
with a bang.
Yes. And that's why. So again, I know you guys are already psyched on it. I know you guys are going to back it. If you guys can back it with every bit of energy you can, and that doesn't only mean backing it with dollars, it also means spreading the word.
Which actually I would like to take that moment to show you guys something nifty that you can use if you would like to help us spread the word.
Oh, yes.
If you go to theattackpeter.com, which will redirect you to the Kickstarter launch page, there are some options for sharing it through social media, but also using some links. So if you want to share it to your Facebook or to your Twitter, it will automatically generate those for you, those assets for you. But if you just want to grab the link and post it to your Instagram stories or to your TikTok. I don't know how many of us are using TikTok here, but just in case, you can
Gabby
click
is.
any of these. I am definitely on TikTok if you want to follow me. It's not too hard to find me. But there's a little, chain link here that if you click it, it will automatically generate a little link for you so that you can then go ahead and post that out. Also, it's very easy if you just put theattackpeter.com as a link to anywhere that you want to add that link. It will take you to the Kickstarter. So that obviously, I mean, if you were ever a kid in or Girl Scout or a Boy Scout, or if you were ever like in one of those school fundraising programs, you know how important it is to just spread the word.
Yeah, word of mouth.
To
people who would care, don't send it to your grandmother if she doesn't give a shit.
Don't send like a chain mail to your every coworker that you have, because they're not gonna give a shit.
Unless people who you know and you know who they are, your friends that are into what you're into, or even peripherally, like. Even if they're like casual fans who only enjoy like Marvel movies and Star Wars stuff, send it to them, because it's got something for everyone. And Todd made a good point, and I wanted to address it. He says, well, isn't it also to bring attention to the Kickstarter community that doesn't know about Attack Peter yet? You already know this gang is already in. And yes, I know you guys are in, and you're right. That's part of it. Kickstarter in itself is like an organism that there's people who only back Kickstarter stuff. They don't look for stuff outside of it. So 100%. But imagine, how do I get through to them? Because if you guys go to Kickstarter, if you ever backed something on Kickstarter, there's so much stuff on Kickstarter. There's stuff that looks amazing that doesn't get backed. There's stuff that I don't really understand the appeal, but I'm glad people dig it, that blows up. And so
didn't we see one the other day that we were like, it was blowing up, and we
never
couldn't find any social media presence for them at all. It was so weird.
But it gives me, it's to the point that, like, how do I cut through and get their attention? Well, if you guys all come out and make that first day pop as big as possible, they're going to hear about it, because Kickstarter's going to go, here you go, everybody.
Yeah, like, clearly people love this.
Yeah, and then Todd's absolutely right. Then we can introduce it to the rest of the people.
And by the way, Todd makes a good point. He says, well, isn't it to bring attention?
I just said that, so I just said.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm
glad you're listening to the show.
Okay, never mind. No, well, there was actually something, because I was thinking about something while you were talking about it. If you are on TikTok, by the way, please put your username in the chat. I would love to follow you back. And let's start growing the Attack Peter presence on TikTok as well. Peter's on TikTok too.
Technically, but I don't use it that often.
He barely uses it. We'll get him there, but
Yeah.
There's a lot of them on there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. What's next on the list? I have a list of things. Okay. The Lego comic.
Oh, the Lego
So if you go to the slides doc, it's the first slide. Now, I've kind of haven't really talked about this too much. I posted it quickly, but I want to make sure you guys all know about this. I'll talk a little bit more about it this coming week. But if you guys have enjoyed the fact that you can get my artwork on comic book covers, which I didn't think would ever happen, because I was told early on by some higher ups at the big publishers that, hey, we love your art. It would never sell on a comic book. It's too, this is the quote, artsy. It was meant in the nicest way possible, but it was a bummer to hear that. It was such a determinate statement, love your stuff, man. It's really cool. I would hang it on my wall, but I can't put it on a comic cover, especially not on the big three being Marvel, DC, Image, and then, or Dark Horse and all the other studios now, IDW. But they said especially not, because it's too artsy. And so one of the biggest honors about being a part of Skybound, and therefore the Image team, is that I've gotten to do comic covers for Ultra Mega, for Invincible, for Oblivion Song. Those three were all Comics Vault Live, aka Big Clutch's show, exclusive edition. So if you watched the stream and you ordered it through the stream, you could get one, but no one else was going to see it on a comics rack. And that always kind of this is awesome, but I want this on a comics rack just to say it was there. And so the fine folks at Lego and Skybound came together and said, Peter, you want to do a cover for Lego Ninjago Garmadon? I'm like, yes, I've never even seen the show. But yes. I haven't seen it. Like, I like Lego as much as the next guy. We're big fans of everything Lego. Love the Lego movie. And I've seen the Ninjago stuff peripherally, and I really like it. Just never got into it. And so when they offered it to me, I said yes. And then I'll figure out what it is later. I went and looked it up. And it was right up, right up my alley with the cool samurai vibes, the cool dragon vibes. So this cover will be in stores. It's a variant cover, a chase cover. So depending on the size of your comic store, it may or may not be there. So I would recommend that if you have a comic store nearby, your favorite local shop, go by and ask them to order the issue, the cover variant. And I have on there, Gabby, Golden Apple Comics. In case you don't have a comic book store near you, it seems like Golden Apple Comics, huge store. I believe that's in San Fran, but definitely, I might be wrong, but I know it's in California. They will sell you the copy directly to you. So you can just order it there and grab it. There might be other stores doing that, but when I Googled it, this is the first one that came out. So big thanks to the team at Image Comics and Skybound for giving me this chance. It will be in stores, though. So I'd rather you go to your store and ask them to order it, or call them up and ask them to order it, just because usually that means that they'll order a couple extra copies. If one person asks for one, they'll say, okay, I'll get a couple more. And then they'll be sitting on the shelves, and, we'll eventually get a chance to do some more, hopefully. All right.
A few people in the chat said that they've asked their comic book store to grab one. So thank you for that.
Oh, I see, John. Cool.
Uh-huh. And what's so funny? I was just thinking, when the last few days that I was teaching, I was asking my students to tell me more about themselves and tell me what they were into. And I don't know why we got into talking. Yeah, with my seniors. And I don't know why we got into talking about Legos, but they told me that they love Ninjago. They grew up with it. So
it's huge. It's huge.
I didn't realize, but they showed me, and then we went on YouTube and started searching through it. And I was like, wow, this is much bigger.
It's huge. There's movies. Yeah. It's huge. It's huge. It's just that I think it was after our generation coming up.
I think so. Yeah.
Lego got really cool.
Yeah,
it was cool, but it got really cool after. But it's just awesome to be a part of it, to do canon Lego Ninjago work, and to be again on a comic book cover that is on the racks.
Yeah.
I'm not a spiteful guy. I'm not a vindictive guy. I would be lying if I said it doesn't give me a little bit of hope and joy that somebody who said no in the past might see it on a rack. Although they probably don't have no memory of it, because I don't matter that much. But yes, I like that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's go and move on. We have so much.
I know, there's so much to talk about.
I was sitting before the show and we have nothing to talk about.
No, nothing to talk about. Are you kidding me?
Okay, let us get to the show and the trip that everybody said would never happen again. Comic-Con was dead. San Diego Comic-Con will never happen again. It's over. We're in a post-Comic-Con world.
I never believed that personally.
Yeah, well.
I know, I'm sure a lot of people still do, actually.
You have to have antagonistic voices in your head to be motivated sometimes. I store naysayers in my head because it just gives me that fuel. So when I heard that, I'm like, we're gonna do Comic-Con again. I
knew we were. I never for a second doubted it, but I'm glad that
Pollyanna over there.
What do you mean, Pollyanna? I don't get that.
Hopeful. You're just very hopeful.
Oh, I was about to say I don't get that reference, but okay.
Ninjago. Let me show you. Oh, Lucky's in the house.
Hey, Lucky.
Lucky, you're on the presentation.
You are a part of our presentation.
Yeah, we finally got to hang with Lucky in person. That was one of the highlights for sure. All right, let's go to
our
California.
Full California trip. Okay, cool. We're like your parents that are going to show you the slideshow of all of our photos from our trip.
No, but there's some significance here.
There is.
And honestly, I know we posted a lot of this stuff on Instagram, but not everybody's on Instagram, and it's better to have. We haven't really talked about it, And our first show back, we can't just ignore all this shit happen. So the best thing that happened right off the bat is that Gabby finally got to visit the Skybound offices as a member of Skybound.
Freaking finally. Well, I had never visited it otherwise. Yes, I know.
I'm just saying, not only did you get to visit it, but now you're visiting it as an employee, which is really cool.
Correct. Yes.
And it's an awesome office.
Oh my God, it's so amazing.
Next time we go out there, hopefully we can stream from there and show it to you guys.
Oh, why didn't we think about that?
Yeah, too much happening.
Well, yeah, we finally got to visit. We got to actually visit both offices. which was very exciting. And it is so beautiful in person. It's hard to describe how magical it is walking into the Skybound office for the first time.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much everywhere. Like all of
there's
the Walking
literally
Dead,
comics
all
everywhere.
of the Invincible. There's comics. There's
comics everywhere.
There's action figures. There's props. There's, I mean, it's just so overwhelming and so much, but it's like walking into a toy store.
But this felt awesome taking this picture because the first time I went there, I went alone without Gabby, and the whole time I was thinking, God, I wish Gabby could be here to see this.
I know.
So it felt so awesome to finally get back.
Yeah,
and,
it was great.
Yeah.
It was
okay.
awesome.
So
moving along.
Yeah, let's move along. While in LA, because the Skybound offices are in LA, we got to pay a visit to our good friend Mr. Christian Harloff and the and did an episode of his show, The Big Thing, aka Sith Council, a Star Wars show on his channel, the Christian Harloff channel. If you don't know Christian, he got really well known from working on Collider and then starting the Schmodown, which is a Skybound property. The Schmodown, which is like a movie trivia show in the theme of WWE. It's a lot of fun, but Christian's got a great YouTube channel. A lot of people watch him. He was kind enough to let me come and crash it while I was out there. So we got to go to the studio, which has a cool little plaque on it, and then we taped an episode, which the next photo that we show you, by the way, it's not representative of the good time we had. If you look closely, we'll have the
this
shittiest.
Is my mistake.
Yes.
I was sitting in the corner, like trying to be quiet as a mouse because I wasn't on the recording for this. So I was trying to be quiet and respectful because I know they were doing setups and everything. So I just really quickly brought up my phone and snapped a picture, and then I just put my phone away.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize until Peter saw it, and he was like, "We both look."
Oh my God, it's kind of
so
funny
miserable.
Now. It's funny now. DeviantArt rep is in the chat, says next time you visit LA, you got to stop by our office as well. I would absolutely love to do that. We're big fans of the site, and I have such gratitude for DeviantArt. When I was teaching art, years and years ago, the students were so hyped up by the fact that there was a place where they could post their artwork and look at other people's artwork. The early days of DeviantArt, it was so exciting. So I have a lot of love.
We were all on DeviantArt.
Yeah.
My God,
Yeah.
that was like one of the earliest social media platforms.
So a lot of love for you guys. If there's ever anything we can do together, please reach out and let's have some fun doing something together. Because I'm grateful for that you guys provided that for those kids. All right, let's. Not to mention, there's just kick-ass art there all day long.
Oh, yeah.
So, we did the show. I thought by the way, the episode's up. You can watch it. Look up Christian Harloff channel, Sith Council, Attack Peter. It'll come up. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I think I was one of the top 3 guests he's ever had.
Wow.
Me, Katie Sackhoff, and whoever else. Really good. Very insightful. I thought I really brought hard-hitting Star Wars information. And, as a huge Star Wars fan, but also a pragmatist, I thought I laid it down pretty straightforward. So, Christian was grateful. He asked me to do it again. We'll see, Christian. Don't get like Todd now, where you're calling me every 5 seconds, okay? Settle down. We'll do it.
So annoying.
Okay. It gets out of control. And clean up the garage. All right, let's go.
Oh, my God.
Let's go. I love you. Let's go. So, so then we're literally going from L.A. to
San
Diego via a train. I haven't been on a train in years. Well, if you don't count Japan, in the States in years. Gabby had never been on Amtrak.
A train
it was
in
Amtrak,
the States.
right?
This was, I believe,
Amtrak.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Super pleasant, super delightful. Takes you from L.A. to San Diego. The train station was a little colorful, but a little exciting.
It was all right.
It was pretty. It was beautiful. The train station.
For an L.A. train station,
yeah.
I think it was
okay.
Relatively decent.
Okay, good. Well, the train ride was great. At one point, we started streaming to show off the TAKORO figure. Some of you saw that. And we finished the stream, and Gabby goes, "Can you go get me something to eat from the dining cart?" And the dining cart is 4 cars up if you've never been on it. So I literally go, sure. I get up, I walk to the immediate next cart, and sitting down right there, I walk by. He had his mask on, he had his hat on. I have a knack for being able to pick people out of a crowd.
It's true.
And I look down and I go, Todd McFarlane? Like that. Comics is Todd McFarlane? Multimedia sensation Todd McFarlane? And he looks up bewildered, because he's sitting next to a guy who has no idea who he is the whole train ride. It was funny. And so I go, oh shit, dude, stay here. I gotta show you something. So I run back to the cart. Gabby's food be damned. And I grab the TAKORO figure, and I happen to have some of the comics that I did the covers for that are Image comics. And I brought them up, and I started talking to him and showing him and doing the whole spiel and letting him know who I was, etc. Dude, what an awesome time. He was so freaking nice. We talked for, I want to say, about an hour, if not more. And just about, like, he loved TAKORO. He loved the figure. He couldn't believe how big and beefy. He loved the look of it. Everything you guys got excited for with the Godzilla figure, he was feeling that for the first time. And loved the comics, loved the covers. It was awesome. It was great. Because, you know, he sees a million things. He may never see my stuff. But to be able to put it all in front of him together. And then we talked for about an hour about the business. Gave me lots of great advice. You know, told me some stories about his career that I hadn't known. I know a lot about his career. It was amazing. And so I was very grateful. We talked. I let him go and we came back to Gabby and brought her some food eventually. She was still alive. So
the real story.
Did I bring you the food first?
That Peter came back literally 30 minutes after.
That's what it was.
No, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, maybe. But all I remember is it took you forever to come back with the food. And when you did, he literally just threw two sandwiches onto his empty seat and was like, Todd McFarlane is in the other car. I gotta go. So he like threw the sandwiches at me, then frantically grabbed a bunch of shit from like some like flyers and TAKORO and all this shit, and then ran back. And then I didn't see him again for like another 45 minutes.
It was like an Acme cloud of smoke.
He came back and he was like, "Oh man, he's so nice." But I talked to him for a while, but I think he's like tired or whatever. So I'm gonna give him some space.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
And I'm like, okay, that's probably a good idea. Why don't you sit with me and have your sandwich? And then he goes, but let me go take him a few things. So he grabs some more shit from his backpack and goes back, and I didn't see him again until the end of the trip.
And the truth is, that's when he really woke up. So it was like, I didn't want to bother him. I was going to show him, but then he like got all animated, like, and then he gets a call from, can't remember the name. I forget which one of the other founders of Image, not Silvestri. It'll come to me, but it's like crazy to hear him talk. But anyway. Point is, it was surreal. He was super awesome. I go back to Gabby's car. We chill. The train arrives. We get off the train. I tell Gabby.
Oh my god!
I tell Gabby, wait.
This
I want
such a Peter move.
I go, wait. I go, Gabby, hold on a second. Let me introduce you to Todd when he gets off. He was really nice. Blah blah blah. Gabby goes, okay. And then she's like, eventually, you know what? You've bothered him enough. Let's go. So we start walking. I'm like, you're right, Gabby. So we started walking away. We're, 20, 30 feet from the train at this point. And all of a sudden I hear like the fast running, and then the huffing and puffing and a voice that goes, hey, look at that guy with the really cool toy. And because he has, some kind of lisp or something. And it was just hilarious. I turn around and Todd McFarlane is running after us with his suitcase and like a hanger of dry cleaning.
Like a bunch of shit in his hands with his, and he was like, what's up, guys? And then we were like, okay.
Yeah, it was wild because we're like, I did not expect that in a million years. He ran up to hang out to see where we are. So we started walking and talking and chit-chatting and small, fun. And then, he meets Gabby, blah, blah, blah. Then we're getting to close to where you would get an Uber, and all his luggage falls apart.
Dude,
it was his whole the hanger with the
luggage
dry
didn't fall apart. It's like he had
like
a bunch
cleaning
of stuff stacked up on top of his like carry-on luggage, and it all just tumbled off.
I know, and the dry cleaning hangers broke, and the clothes were all over the floor on the street.
It was kind of like a hot mess.
It was a hot mess. So I'm like, so I felt bad. So I helped him pick it all up. And at one point, Gabby goes like.
No, because you like after all of this, we're like talking about. He's like, I'm just gonna grab
Valentino,
a taxi.
That's who.
And Pete's like, a taxi? Like, hold on, I'm gonna go and see if there's taxis available. And when Pete went to go and look and see if there was like a taxi stop or whatever, I like turned back.
No, before that.
Whatever. I turned back at him and I'm like, dude, what's with your luggage only has 2 wheels? What are you doing? It was like an old Kipling luggage from 1995 that only had 2 wheels on it and was like just a disaster.
But she
I'm like, Todd, can't you do better?
Yeah, can you do better than this? And he looks like, well, what do you want? What do you want me to do?
You know, he was being a dad.
He was in dad mode.
He was like, I can't, oh, whatever. I just have whatever I want. And I'm like, Todd, you can do better. Like, get better luggage.
So
dude.
Then at that point, he like putting it all together. And then we're making
fun of it. He's like, I'm gonna take a taxi, and I'm like, where the fuck are you gonna get a taxi? Nobody uses taxis anymore. Well, I'm like, you're gonna have to go out to the street and show some legs and show a titty.
Yeah, she goes
to get a taxi.
No, because he's like, I don't use Uber. I use taxis.
I'm over it. I just use taxis. I don't need anything.
And my daughters try to get me to use Uber.
The app. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. And I'm like, fine, then you're going to have to go out into the street, old school style, and show a leg and show a titty. Gabby, otherwise, no one's going to stop.
Gabby literally says to Todd McFarlane, you're going to have to show a titty, dude.
Listen, and if you know who I am, you know the reason why I said that.
Todd looks back, and then he goes to the street, and he pulls his shirt up, exposing his whole ass, chest, and nipple to the road.
Well, first he kicked out a leg.
Yeah, first he did a leg, then he pulled the shirt.
And then he pulled his shirt up and fucking flashed everybody. Of course, no taxis stopped. No taxis we were in tears.
Yeah, we were dying laughing.
And so finally, taxis. I was like, Todd, that's enough.
We're
going to get an Uber. We're all like literally within 2 fucking blocks of the convention center. We'll drop you off. And then we'll take the Uber back to our hotel. And he finally, reluctantly, was like, okay.
No, yeah, he was cool. Did I put that picture in? I forgot if I did or not. But we get in an Uber with no. So we get it. I have it on my Instagram somewhere. But we got into an Uber with Todd McFarlane and took him all the way to the con and dropped him off. And then he goes, "Thanks, guys. I owe you an Uber ride."
You owe us an Uber ride. That was, we were like, God, really? The freaking $2.50 that you, Todd McTitties.
Look at Lucky.
Thank you, Lucky. That's perfect.
That's it.
Todd the tit.
It's such a great, it was a great moment because it made me feel like I was so nervous about Comic-Con. I really was. And you know, I'm confident about a lot of things, but I get nervous about shit when it's really important. And meeting him, having that conversation, having the jokes, having the ride, it made me feel like if you're in one of these hero's journey movies and you meet like your quest mentor at the beginning or whatever, like Mr. Tumnus in Narnia or Yoda.
You know,
it was like one of those things. Like
he's the opposite of Don't Meet Your Heroes.
Yes,
he is so nice and so, I don't want to say normal, but like the reason why I talk to him the way that I talk to him, so I don't want anyone to think that I'm just like some fucking rude bitch. I'm not. It's just that the minute that his luggage fell apart, I'm like, this is dad.
Yeah.
This is dad, and he must be protected at all costs. So my way of being with him was very much like I don't want you to feel like I'm like, oh my God, Todd McFarlane. I wanted him to feel like he could be chill with us. Yeah, like not only can you be chill with us, but you can trust that we are going to take care of you because we will only troll you like that if we truly love you.
And he busts balls back, so
of course. It fit the but still, and we know we've watched plenty of his documentaries. We know how he is, so we felt comfortable being that way. But the point is, he is incredible. He is a nice guy. Yeah,
it was awesome. All right, so that was great. Moving on. The next thing we walked. I forgot. I think
wow, these pictures.
Yeah, no. It's for a reason. I think Terry sent me these photos. I can't remember who sent me these photos, but I remember walking in, and one of the first things I saw on the way to deliver TAKORO to the Mondo booth. Remember, we had him with us the whole time. Was that the Godzilla figure was for sale among all the rare Godzilla figures at the booths that were there, and that blew my mind because I bought Godzilla figures from booths like that for years. So to see mine there
was really surreal.
And they had it for
see that.
For $250 if anybody's wondering.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
If anybody's watching and still needs one.
Yeah. No, you're screwed now. So this is awesome because here we go. TAKORO was on display at the much visited and very crowded Mondo booth at Comic-Con.
Which was now in Funkoville.
Yeah, so if you don't know, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but the Funko made like a little city almost because it literally had a paved street and everything. So it was the Funkoville, Loungefly, Mondo, and TAKORO got to hang out in the window with all the amazing figures that Hector and the team showed off, including the Masters of the Universe stuff, the Batman animated stuff, all the Godzilla kaiju vinyl. They had my Godzilla figure there with a sign that said sold out, but they also had TAKORO on display. And the reason they had TAKORO, just so you know, is because they are going to do a color variant in the future. Not not soon, not before the Kickstarter. They're going to do a color variant one day in the future, so they wanted to have him on display as a, to be honest with you, as a favor to me, because they've always had my back, and they're going to eventually do the a colorway. And Hector and Mike, who worked on the Godzilla figure, worked on this together. So, the whole team, Tufan, everybody who worked on the Godzilla figure, they worked on this. Is it
the size of Biollante?
It hangs with him. We're gonna do a size comparison.
Because it's right next to him in the picture, and I don't know if it's just that Biolante's.
Let's take a detour. Let's take a little detour.
Okay.
And talk about the TAKORO figure size actually. So,
do you have him with you?
I have him here. In fact, we're gonna go to Art Cam.
Oh, we're going to Art Cam.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you hold him up real quick so they can see him in the Peter Cam or whatever?
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. So
just hold him up real quick so people can see him.
Here he is. Right, if you haven't seen him yet, I know a lot of you have.
Don't push him towards the camera because it can never focus. Okay, just hold him back and it will focus. There you go.
So if you haven't seen him yet, I know I've put him everywhere online, but if you haven't seen him yet, here he is. He is big, okay? He's a big boy. Let's go to Art Cam. Here he is. I'm going to do...
That was a good angle, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. Let me ruin it now by putting my hand in the way.
Yeah, good job. Glad we did all this setting up beforehand. Oh my, I'm sorry, everybody.
Go back to regular.
Wow. It's a total disaster.
Yeah. Okay,
he's so big. This camera is going to make him look extremely large because it's a small camera by the desk. But here you go.
So here he is. Okay. He's a big boy. And just so you know, the real one, this is a prototype, but the real one is going to have 10 points of articulation. So if you remember Godzilla, who I'll put here so you can see a comparison. By the way, look at the size difference. Godzilla, as much as I love this figure, is more of a statue.
Yeah.
More of a vinyl statue because he has no articulation. He has like a one cool dynamic pose, and he kind of hangs out there. So when we moved to do TAKORO, not only did I want him to be bigger, but I wanted him to have articulation. So the prototype's head moves, but the real one, the final version, is going to have the head moving, all 6 arms be posable, the waist will be posable, as well as both legs. So if you count all of that, that's 10 points of articulation. And in addition to that, he's going to have a little dome. This is a 3D printed dome for the prototype, so don't mind the fact that it's a little fuzzy. The real one's going to be totally clear, but he's going to have a removable dome. And
very important.
Yes. So right off the bat, you can see, if you have the Godzilla figure, you can see the size difference. But I wanted to show him in case you don't have the Godzilla figure in comparison with some other figures here. So
the real question is it larger than you? The chat would like to know. And also, absolute unit.
Oh, he's a thick with 3 C's.
Thick boy.
So my first goal with TAKORO, just so you know, was I wanted him in the same scale as some of the classic Japanese vinyl, like the Bull Mark figures, if you collect like vinyl kaiju stuff, or the Maru-san. Like this is the old school type of Japanese retro vinyl figures. And so I wanted him to kind of like stand alongside them.
Oh my God, good question from the chat. Does the eye move? I wish.
The eye doesn't move. It does not.
God, that would have been amazing.
That would have put him at a price point that you would not have wanted to pay. But believe me, I asked.
Oh, also another question that's very important from the chat is who would win between him and Godzilla? I don't think that's an answer.
They're boys.
Question.
They're boys.
They are kind of. They're like.
It's like King Kong and Godzilla. Who would win?
Yeah.
You know, they went back and forth and back and forth. And
that's a good answer.
You know, but eventually they team up. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, another good question.
It depends. If Toho's asking me, Godzilla wins all day. If anybody else asks me,
it's kind of equal. Is he going to come with a base?
No base. He doesn't need one because he's freaking huge.
I mean, he is.
So let me go by. Let me keep showing you this, as you can see. So this is another one of the classic Godzilla vinyl figures. Again, it's that 8 to 9 inch scale, and they stack up nicely. So if you're a collector of these type of vinyl figures, he works perfectly in scale. But maybe you don't have these. Maybe your first Godzilla vinyl was the Mondo 84, which, man, people flipped out and went nuts for those. He's bigger than that.
That color's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Wow. Yeah. Wait, did Hector do that one?
Yeah.
Man, that color is amazing.
So he's bigger than that. Okay. Let's see how he stacks up next. Maybe you have like a NECA collection. There's Ash.
I think our newest
one
NECA
of our new ones. So here's
right?
Ash. They're friends too.
They're definitely friends.
It's much bigger than a NECA figure. Maybe you got the Mondo Hedora figure.
Oh, good. Quick question. Would it be closer to Marathon 350 or 450? Did you answer that already?
I have here one of the big Hedoras that you guys can see. The big Hedoras are bigger than that.
Yeah, that Hedora is huge.
But this Hedora, for example, the Mondo Hedora, he dwarfs it.
Okay. Somebody's saying that if his eyeball doesn't move, that there should be a sticker pack of different eye configurations that we can just stick on it.
Maybe the next one we'll do that.
That would be funny.
Yeah. So then also for scale, if you're a collector of 3.75 figures like Star Wars or Little Invincible, look at that. Wee Little Invincible.
Look at Mark.
Hey guys, I'm Mark.
He looks good. Why does he have Tony's voice?
I'm really happy to be here.
I'm really happy.
Kind of small, so I'm just going to hang out right behind TAKORO because he's real big.
He's going to protect me.
But like if you get like Star Wars type figures, here's your boy Panda Baba here hanging out.
Oh my God, that's tiny.
Well, that's like the Star Wars vintage collection.
Oh, the vintage collection stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody from the chat wants to see him in comparison to a roll of paper towels. Which you have right
I do.
by the way.
Here's next one, Ninja Turtle. That's
look, an old Ninja Turtle. Where the fuck did that come from?
I have it. This one is one that people will understand. Here's a Funko Pop.
Oh, there you go. That's a really good comparison.
Yeah.
Dang, he's so much bigger.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you know if you've ever seen a Funko Pop, you get an idea.
Ooh, a glowing eyeball. Octeil says glowing eyeball.
Glowies are not something that are far from the reality of possibilities. Of realities and dimensions.
Another question is, how does it size up compared to the Mondo Tikis?
I don't have any.
You don't have any? Okay.
I have the Daruma here too to show you.
Okay.
Remember how big the Daruma we said was? The Daruma's massive. It's this, it's that. Check it out.
God.
And look, side by side touching.
Yeah.
That's how big it is.
Huge.
That's how big. I'll get the ruler here.
He's a big chunky boy, man. Yeah. And he's also quite wide, so I'll have Peter turn him to the side now so you can see how wide he is. He's a thick boy.
Here's a ruler to show. I think he clocks in at.
Can you zoom it out a little?
Zoom it out.
Is it possible? Just push the camera back.
Oh, it's right here. It's around just between 8 and 9 inches, I would say, without the dome. Here's your paper towel, whoever wanted. Let me see. There he is next to a paper.
There you go.
Weirdos. There he is.
Is he UV reflective?
No. But okay, so now here he is from the side. You can see he's almost like just as thick from the side.
How does he compare in size to Beetlejuice from Stern? That's a good one.
Look at that.
I love the back view is
it really looks like even more like a print from the back. It's crazy.
Also, we've never really seen that part of him because he's been 2D this whole time.
It's the first time I've ever designed the back was for the figure. I gave him like this cool like electro pack and a little a vent for that lower back sweat.
Yeah, well, he's working up a sweat in there.
And then I'll tell you this. I've been teasing this for a while.
Show him from the side so people can see like how thick he is. Yeah, he's a thick boy.
Yeah. Again, here's a NECA figure so you can see thickness But let me show you something that happened at Comic-Con. So if you look closely, there's a prototype at the back here. I don't know if you can see it.
Pull back a little. Right. A little more. Yeah, like right around there. It's hard to focus.
Don't worry about it. Just trust me, there's a paint chip here and a paint chip here.
A couple of paint chips.
And I'll tell you what happened there.
Lucky knows the story because he was there to witness
I'll tell you which AAA Hollywood director tried to destroy
Are you going to put him on blast like that? All right.
So if you've seen, pull up his IMDb.
For real though?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I don't know who it is, by the way.
Yeah. Just so you can see his filmography in case I'm wrong.
I'm going to try to pull up the right person.
If you've seen the Deadpool films, I think he did a Terminator film.
Settle down.
Settle down.
Because I don't know who it is.
I'm telling you, Tim Miller is the director.
I was going to put Michael Scott, so that's how you know I was totally off
Tim
the
Miller,
mark.
Hollywood director of, I believe, the first 2 Deadpool films.
Yes.
At least the first one. Terminator.
This is Tim Miller, by the way.
Yeah, Tim Miller. And by the way, super nice guy if I'm being serious. But comes over to the table when we're doing our signing with Eric Powell and Lucky and Tim Weish was there from Dark Horse. And he comes over to congratulate Eric Powell because they had just announced that the Goon movie is going to Netflix, which is amazing news. And so he's involved with that. He owns Blur Studios, so he's involved with, keeping the Goon like going. So we love him for that. But he comes over. He loves the TAKORO figure. He says, "Hey, can I see it?" I'm like, "Yeah, just be careful with the head. It comes off." This guy grabs it like it's a freaking flagon of mead. Like just pulls it over, and the head goes flying into the aisles of San Diego Comic-Con. I didn't think we were ever going to see it again.
It tumbled.
Oh my
several
God,
times.
bro. And we just got lucky that it was only the back that chipped and not the front. So
in fairness, I also dropped TAKORO's head several times.
Not on a hard surface.
A few of our and a few of our friends who came by the booth also let him take it.
What the fuck?
It's not secured down.
But
I don't think people realize how. I didn't even realize the first time how sensitive it was.
I tell people
that's not enough to tell people.
Whatever.
They're like children.
Now eventually when I get my real one, we'll put this one on eBay and it'll be like damaged by Tim Miller of Deadpool fame, etc. Yada yada yada. So, okay, let's keep going with our slideshow because lots of fun stuff to talk about. I got to meet Josh, I believe it's Josh, who had the Daruma tattooed on his hand. So
so good.
He sent me that a while back, but I never got to see him in person or meet him in person. He came up to me when I was at the Mondo booth and showed it to me. It was so amazing. Had to take a picture. Thank you again, brother, for doing that. I love it. It looks great in person, by the way. And just like a really, really cool thing to see in person. I had never seen something that cool, man. So it's just amazing. So thank you.
We've seen some of your designs, but I think Daruma is such a special design
and it was
to us that to see it tattooed on somebody and see it in person was very impactful.
Very cool. And on the hand. First time it's
on the hand.
So very cool. Yeah. So there's David, print crew member, David Vasquez, who came up to say hi, and he got to hold the TAKORO figure. He didn't drop the head, by the way.
No, he was very gentle.
He figured it out.
He did.
He's not even a Hollywood director.
No, he's not.
And
he listens.
He listens. He protects TAKORO. It's his boy, too.
That's true.
So then we got to see our buddies Jason Edmiston. We visited a bunch of our artist friends. I didn't remember to take a picture with everybody, but I was busting Jason's balls for a while because up until Comic-Con, he had been posting that he did a block print of Leatherface. And if you know Jason's work, which I know many of you do, he does these beautiful oil paintings, acrylic paintings. They're super realistic. They're everywhere. Like you can get a Jason Edmiston board in Tony Hawk, which I'm the most jealous about. But same with Tom Whalen and Florian Bergman, all my friends except for me. But the point is,
you'll get there. And when this Kickstarter,
that's it. We'll go back and rewrite the code.
Right, exactly.
Yes. I'm just going to stick something onto the TV. But Jason's work is everywhere. He's super accomplished. Everybody collects his eyes without a face. And then he reached out to me before Comic-Con. He goes, "Hey, I'm thinking of doing a block print. What do you think? Do you mind?" I'm like, "Of course not, man. Like, of course you can do whatever you want, man." I'm honored he would even ask me. But he kind of kept asking me like he was nervous that I was going to get upset. And I was just really stoked for him. But he's that nice of a guy is the point.
He's so nice. It caught me off guard.
Canadian.
I don't know exactly. I don't know if I'd met him before, but then he was so nice.
Good Canadian.
And then afterwards, he was like, he made some reference about being from Canada. And I'm like, oh.
That's why. They're all nice. So
nice.
But anyway,
really love that guy.
If you saw, he did a beautiful leather piece print on leather, so really cool, high concept. You can tell he's an art school kid, and they sold out, super cool. And he was very kind about it. Like I honestly do. Like imagine me asking for you for permission to paint.
I know.
So,
it's crazy.
But it was just nice of him to do it. So. Yeah. But yeah, we got to see him. And in the middle is Tim Weish from Dark Horse, who's also a writer and an editor over at Dark Horse. One of the nicest guys you can meet. What a great guy. Yeah. Okay, keeping going. Art Adams.
Oh, my God, Art Adams.
We got to meet in person.
I love him.
He's another guy who, meet your heroes because they're so cool.
Art Adams is who I want to be when I grow up.
Dude, you know what's funny? So Art Adams loves the Godzilla figure. I sent him one as a gift. Dude, he's probably one of the artists who I've loved the longest because he did so many of the Marvel cards back in the day, and so I've always loved his style and yada yada. But being able to talk to him now as an artist is really cool, and he loves the stuff, and he loved the Godzilla figure. So I got to go meet him in person, and I showed him TAKORO. He flipped for the TAKORO figure.
He loved it.
Flipped for it, and he goes, "Dude, you are living my dream." I'm like, what the fuck? Can you imagine Art Adams telling you that? I'm like, because he loves kaiju, he loves toys, and You know, I've been lucky enough to make now 2 kaiju figures and a Daruma after that. So anyway, very kind of him to say, love this guy. So if you're already a fan, as you should be, feel good about supporting him and buying all stuff. One of the nicest guys.
And by the way, the stupid face that Peter's making is because we made a joke about like, hold your breath because we're taking our masks
off for the
down.
picture. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, the big news of the con was that Mondo, Toho, Skybound teamed up to do Godzilla versus TAKORO, a print in the vein of all the other Godzilla prints that have been so successful that I've done and have sold out, thank God. And I asked them at Designer Con, you know, last year, I said, hey, you know, and you guys don't know this story. I've been, you know, I haven't been able to tell this.
By the way, the last Comic Con 2019.
No, Designer Con 2021.
Okay, never mind.
And so we're out there. We were showing off the figure, super hype. Toho was happy. Everybody was happy. Model's happy. And I saw that our good friend Shag, who I love, Precious Cargo, had a print of Godzilla versus his Tiki Monster guy, who we found out doesn't even have a name for some reason. And so I see that. I go, what? I walk over to Toho and I go, our friend Chris Mowry from Toho, one of the nicest guys. And I say, Chris, surely if Shag can have Godzilla fighting his Tiki god, we can put Godzilla and TAKORO together in a print. By the way, like, all my toes were crossed, my fingers were crossed, and I was just talking a big game, but I was taking the tiniest little poop in my pants when I asked that question because I was convinced he was going to say, settle down, son, you just got here. You know what I mean? But he was like, he literally went like, yeah, I think we can do that. And that was that, and we talked after, we made it happen. Toho has been so good to your boy.
That's
and
true.
Always blessed everything that we've done. Super kind, giving me free reign to design all kinds of stuff. I mean, they've been amazing. Yeah. So again, shout out to them. And Chris has been like our knight fighting the way, like letting them know I exist. And of course, Mondo, always great with us. And Mondo and Skybound teaming up for this Godzilla versus TAKORO, you guys. Holy sheboygans. You know, so thank God it released on Friday at Comic-Con, and thank God it sold out at the con. I was worried it was going to be the first one that didn't sell out. I could not handle that if that was the case, but it sold out. We are going to have APs. I know a lot of you have been asking about them.
There are definitely APs.
It's coming. We're going to probably distribute them a little bit differently this time, split them up because there's just so much demand for it. I want to make sure as many people who want one can get one. So stay tuned for that. So it's going to happen.
Adrian says, but I thought they were boys. You lied to me.
They are boys.
They are. This is
how they meet.
I almost picture this as like 2 brothers fighting.
Or 2 dogs at the dog park. They start off like
it's a little tussle.
They gotta smell each other's butts, and then
they gotta duke it out a little bit. It's not an enemy thing.
Yeah, you can see no one's really in pain there. I mean,
no one is really besting anyone. It's an equal.
I did get told behind the scenes info here by Toho. They said, make sure Godzilla is not getting beat up.
No, he can't. He's the man.
You know, which is great because I'm like, that's such a cool note. You know, it's like
it is a good note.
I wanted to. I didn't even want them touching, but then I said, fuck it, let's put them together. And look, if you look at it, Godzilla's definitely breathing fire on the armor, but the armor's very strong. And TAKORO does have one of his tentacles in Godzilla's hands, but TAKORO also has a tentacle around his neck. And by the way,
the benefit of multiple tentacles.
4 extra tentacles.
Being tentacular.
4 extra tentacles. Who knows where those are going to go? You know what I'm saying? All right.
Moving on.
So luckily
here
they sold
it is,
out.
just so you can see it got sold out.
Yep.
It was a slower sellout than we're used to with Mondo, but also it was
because it was
they had like a really complex way of doing things.
Gabby.
Right?
Yeah, but it
was
anti-hype man.
No. Like it was. We knew it was gonna sell out.
I wasn't sure.
I knew it was gonna sell out. I was in the back with some of the Mondo dudes, like betting on like which one of the posters would sell out first, and I'm like, it's gonna be Peter's, and sure enough, it was Peter's. Well, it's just that we're used to the online sales that are so fast. This one had like a system with a line, and you know,
it was a physical sale.
Also, like the booth wasn't so big. You know, they were only letting 2 or 3.
But it was great.
But yeah.
By the way, if you're ever worried about how to hang my prints, there's a great option right there.
Oh yeah,
using pants hangers. Anyway,
that's not that's a real way to hang. Yeah, it's like a frameless hang.
I'm
it's
just
not
teasing.
a pants hanger.
I'm just teasing.
Jesus.
All right, so let's keep going. We got
some
so
of our
much
friends
to get
from
to.
Mondo.
Yes. Oh, we got to see Rob Jones from Mondo there hanging out. Always great to see him.
Rob is great.
By the way, Rob's one of my biggest cheerleaders, man. And I say that with the utmost respect. Like, he is a legend in this business, and he's always trying to come up with cool ways for Attack Peter and Mondo and Skybound to kind of work together on cool stuff. And he has so many ideas, so just stay tuned. Rob's a great guy.
Hey, Colt is here. What's
up, Colt?
All right, let's see. Let's
moving on.
Very important moment.
Very big moment. I was asked ahead of the con by our friend Chris from Toho if I would do the first ever San Diego Comic-Con Toho panel, which I'm like, holy shit, are you serious? But yes, of course. And we had such a blast. You'll see me here when I first sit down next to Shag, who's of course, you know I love Shag to death. He was on the panel with me, and I knew right when I sat down, because Shag is like kind of soft-spoken, but he loves to laugh and he likes my sense of humor, thank God. So I like saying things that make him laugh. He likes, ball-busting jokes.
He thinks Peter's like so funny.
Yeah, so it was perfect. So I knew my whole mission was to make Shag laugh. And so the panel was packed. Like, every seat was taken. It was amazing. It was like a double room. And it was great. And so if you go to the next slide, you'll see everybody that was on the panel with me.
By the way, John in the chat just made the funniest comment about that hanger for the print.
Yes.
He said, Todd's broken pants hanger from all this shit.
I was looking for...
That was good.
I don't know what I did with it.
What were you looking for?
The little...
the little card? Where'd you put it?
I have it here somewhere.
Okay.
But that was my favorite souvenir from the con, was the Comic-Con card with my name on it. I never thought I was going to have it.
It's around.
It's here somewhere. But anyway, here's the group shot. You got Chris. You got...
From the left.
On the left. Yeah, from the left.
So Chris Mowry from
Toho. Then you got Brian Flynn from Super 7. Hector Arce from Mondo. Shag, myself. And then Jody, I think Dankberg's his last name, from Stern Pinball.
From Stern Pinball.
But a lot of great people up there. All have some great contributions to Godzilla. And if you want to see the clips of the panel, at least the parts where I was talking, go to my Instagram stories and you can click, I think the first story highlight, you'll see them there. We had a good time. We busted some balls. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fun
panel. By the way, go back to Art Cam real quick.
Peter was so loud. Hold on. Let me...
I wasn't so loud. Everybody was so quiet.
You were
I forgot to show you this, that, some people aren't big toy collectors, so you might only have like the Attack Peter stuff. I did bring some other more commonly used items. So here is him next to a full-size jar of mayonnaise. No, I'm kidding. It's a baby jar of mayonnaise.
I was wondering why that mayonnaise was in here. I forgot to ask you.
Here is it next to a jar of Tabasco sauce.
A real size jar of Tabasco.
And here is him next to the first ever official TAKORO olives jar. I think this is made by our good friend Adam Vorlachek, who's in the chat.
I believe so,
yes. And this was part of the TAKORO fan art challenge back in 2019. It was so funny because the hashtag was, like, if you made a piece of TAKORO fan art, use the hashtag TAKORO lives. But Adam was funny enough to realize that it also looked like I said TAKORO olive. So he made an olive jar
featuring TAKORO
design on it, which we still have to this day.
Yes.
And of course,
prized possession.
It wouldn't be a size comparison scale off without
a moldy banana
banana for scale.
Banana for scale.
By the way,
if only we had an apple.
We gotta eat. Is that what the joke is? Apple for scale?
I think it's apple. Isn't that what Sideshow uses?
Yeah, but I thought the joke was like the meme was banana for scale.
Oh, I don't know what the meme is.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
But we do have to
people.
eat that.
Yeah, it's getting old. All right, let's go back to the slides. Keeping this moving. Okay. So the panel was a blast. Make sure you see those clips on Instagram. A lot of fun. And then Shag,
I know,
because he's a freaking angel. He gave each of us this top secret manila envelope, and I'm like, it was a gift. I'm like, oh my god, what is it, dude? It was the APs of the screen print that he released at the show, which I said in advance, oh my god, it's my favorite Shag piece of all time. It's beautiful. It's everything, and I mean, they're not cheap. Let me tell you that much.
No, I remember when he brought it up at the panel, because they did like a slideshow where they showed this, and I was like, fuck, I want that so bad. And 100%, it will be sold out by the time that we get to his booth. And then he had given this like nondescript manila envelope to Peter at the thing. We had no idea what it was until we got back to the hotel room and opened it. I was
couldn't believe it.
I thought I was gonna cry. I was like, I cannot believe we actually got
He is such a good dude. He's another one. Like, if you're a fan of his work,
your hero.
If you're a fan of his work, triple down on your fandom because he's just a freaking angel. Love him so much. And I always tell people the story. Like, he's one of the guys who encouraged me to go and sign with Skybound. So very grateful to him. Yeah. Then Gabby and I got to go to our first ever like super cool Comic-Con party.
This was a me thing because some of you may know when I signed on with Skybound, I signed on to work for the video game division. And you know, we were partly helping to publish a game called the Callisto Protocol,
which looks awesome.
A horror, it's like a horror space game where you're in a colony on Jupiter called Callisto, and it
looks like it's like Dead Space.
Basically, it's like Dead Space. Shit hits the fan, and weird, horrible space monsters.
Look at the trailers because they're awesome.
Definitely go check out the trailers. Pre-orders are available now on GameStop. Shameless plug. And so you know, I'm part of. I don't really do too much work on the Callisto Protocol, but I am part of the team. So my team was wonderful enough to invite me to the Callisto Protocol party that was in partnership with IGN that was taking place at
the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock in San Diego.
And we were like,
so we got to go.
Cool
I love IGN. It's like basically all I watch for video game news.
And we've been watching it forever.
So I got to play the cool lady who was like getting my boyfriend to tag along with me, my husband. And so you can see us taking like a fancy picture there. You can also see how tired we are.
Yeah, we were.
And then
we got to hang out with some of our favorite IGN people. Brian
I could not
Altano.
Contain my shit around them.
They're so fun.
I love them so much. I watch their content so much that when I got to meet them in person, I thought I was going to like backflip off the balcony.
Yeah, we love them. We watch them all the time.
They're just so great.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Them so
Max Scoville and Brian Altano from IGN. They're huge friends of Attack Peter. As our I did Brian Altano's album cover years ago. If you look, it's called Revangelion. It's like a cool Evangelion Eva holding a boombox. His music's great. Check it out. And then Max joined us on Instagram Live when the pandemic first started and hung out for a while. Just great guys. They're
so genuinely good that it's like it's impressive to meet them in person because I mean I've been watching them on YouTube forever, so it was weird to meet them in person, but I love them.
It was awesome. And then Gabby bumped into
Deacon Lock.
Impossible to say.
God, hold on.
So we walk into the IGN party and
Deacon Lockman.
There you go.
Who is an actress.
I never heard of her.
I know, but she's been on a lot of different shows that I love. She's in Severance.
She's in Severance, big show now.
She was also in Raya.
Hey, she was in Jurassic
Carbon.
World.
She was in Dollhouse. She was in. I mean, she has been in so many TV shows and films that it's worth. I mean, I'm sure you've seen her if you know what I'm talking about. It was cool.
She was very nice, and
she was like the first celebrity that I spotted because I knew there were going to be some celebrities at this party, but I didn't know like who exactly. But she was there with the show writer, and I spotted her immediately, and I was like, I gotta go fangirl.
It was just cool,
so, she was so nice,
and we're so outside of what you would expect to exist at one of these parties.
I know
we were just like, hey, it's so and so.
I know, and I have no problem going up to people and saying hi to them. So I went up.
We saw Big Clutch. Sean was there,
of course.
Which always great seeing him. We love him to death.
For sure.
And it was a fun party. We had a great time. The next day was our final appearance at the show, and we were exhausted at this point. But again, one of my favorite moments of the con because one of my favorite artists of all time is Eric Powell. I love the Goon. 20 years ago, I think to the day almost, I met him at Chicago Wizard World, and he was just starting out. I bought a bunch of Goon pages from him. I got to see him do his first panel, funny enough, and we've always been cool, talking. And when I got a chance, when I was starting to pick up steam, I approached him at a signing in Fort Lauderdale here near us, and I said, hey, dude, look at this Goon print I made. Do you want to release it? Maybe we can do something. And he said, let's do it for Comic-Con. We released a bunch of them. I thought they were completely sold out. He found a few left, brought them to the show, and I got to do a signing at his booth, which is crazy So crazy, because I used to wait in line to talk to him and meet him at his booth. So the fact that I could be at his booth with him, and that him and his wife Andrea were so nice to us.
So nice. And Lucky was there.
Lucky was there hanging out. It was the best. It was the best. So
it was like the nicest day.
And if you got one of the prints there, not only were they signed and numbered and stamped by me, but also Eric signed these, which wasn't the case last time. So really cool, really exclusive. He might have a few left, by the way. So hit him up.
They all sold out.
I think there might be like 2 or 3. I'm not sure, but you might want to bother him about it. And there we are at the booth, Gabby, Lucky, and
Eric, and Pete there.
And we did it. We did it. We had a blast. It was awesome.
What a great time. I loved hanging out with these guys. So great.
Yes. Okay, so then swinging over, this was
just us posing in front of the Comic-Con panel.
You gotta have one picture.
We had to.
You gotta have one picture. And I was so happy to be there with Gabby. You know, she always has my back. She's really the other half of this, and us getting to take a picture there meant a lot, because we've always talked about, man, I want to go back to Comic-Con, and what if we don't have to have a booth? What if we can just like show up at places? That would be cool, you know, and like
it was a big moment for us.
one day, and yeah, exactly. So
well, that's the end of that slideshow.
And thank you guys to everybody who bumped into us there, came to say hi. If you picked up a print, if you hung out to meet me at some point, can't be more thankful, because again, this is just nonsense if it's not entertaining you, but if you guys are having a good time, it's worth every second of it. Sure. So okay, that wraps up our fun PowerPoint, our TED Talk on Comic-Con.
Our TED Talk.
Let us get to the giveaway. So Gabby's gonna prepare and drop that in a minute, but just so you guys know,
everyone,
the point of this giveaway is to increase hype levels for the Kickstarter. That mark it down on your calendar, is going to go live August 23rd. August 23rd, the Kickstarter is going to go live, and we need all of you guys to show up that first day and do whatever you can, whether if you can back it in a big way. I mean, I know, I hope that you guys really want to grab the book, because it is going to collect all the TAKORO artwork, all the prints you have seen, a lot of stuff you haven't seen, and thread a story throughout it. So you'll get to know who TAKORO really is, who Milo is, what's going on in Barankai, what's Virat Koros' deal, who is the Order of Padua. You don't even know about that stuff yet, so it's exciting. I can't wait for you to see it. That book is going to be released through the Kickstarter if you back it. And of course, this chunky, thick boy, the first ever TAKORO figure, is going to be available on a tier on the Kickstarter. So you can get it all and more that we haven't talked about yet. August 23rd, back it in a big way. And of course, you can always be a big supporter by sharing it, like Gabby said. So remember, if you go to theattackpeter.com, theattackpeter.com, put in your email where it says notify me, and like Gabby showed you earlier, just share it with people that you think would care, people who back Kickstarters, people who love kaiju and Godzilla stuff, people who love Star Wars stuff, people who collect toys, people who collect prints, anything that you think would fall under this category. Share it around, because there is plenty to go around in the Kickstarter, that's for sure. Okay,
for sure.
So yes, 3 of you are going to receive a lucky spot.
Yes, sir. And, you know, before I share the link, I kind of want to show you what I'm going to be pointing you to. And I also want to go over the rules for this so that you understand what you're signing up for. So if you won't mind, my love.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go through that real quick. Okay, cool. So the link that I'm going to send you to is going to take you to an entry form that lists all of the rules. The rules are also listed in the description box below this video, so you can check those out as well. But I'm going to just show you really quick what that form looks like before I release the link. So as you can see, the rules are there. I'm just going to go over them very quickly. So it's no purchase necessary to enter or win, void where prohibited. Basically, the way that this is going to work
You're supposed to read this super fast.
I'm going to go over this very fast. All you have to do is be a legal U.S. resident. We are going to be selecting 3 winners chosen at random using a digital randomizer. You are eligible to choose between 2 prizes, actually. So obviously, we want you to, as much as possible, support us on the Kickstarter. And if you pledge to purchase a copy of Attack Peter's new book, TAKORO The Last Dorok, during the Kickstarter, Peter will draw a TAKORO figure in your copy of the book. Or If you can't support the Kickstarter, which I truly hope that you are going to support us, if you cannot, for some reason, you can still be eligible to win a free 5x7 print of Peter's choosing with his signature. Receipt of either of these prizes is contingent on you providing any additional information requested by us, Skybound, and any other terms set forth in the official rules. Again, all of this information can be found in the link in the description box below, and it is included here in the entry form as well. So, with that being said, I am going to go ahead.
Look at what Brett writes. Brett writes, please read the entire thing. I like to be thorough.
Absolutely not. You can read it yourself. God damn it. I am going to go ahead and copy the link into the chat. This link is only going to be available during the live stream.
That's it.
So I will be closing entries as soon as we're done here, and then we are going to pick those names. Do you want to pick them during the stream?
Yeah.
I'm assuming yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will close them after, let's give everybody, 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
That's too much time.
How much time?
What do they have to do? Just put your email in?
You have to it'll collect your email address, it will collect your name and your mailing address so that if we have to mail you the print.
We'll do max 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Max.
Okay, 5 minutes.
All right. So Gabby's going to put the link in the chat, and we'll do 5 minutes. Just go and enter it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Do it.
No.
Do it. No? Did you do it?
There it is. Okay.
Do it.
Go, 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 go.
Just put your name in, fill out the form.
Just fill it out. It's basic stuff. It's just going to ask you, it's going to collect your email address, your first and your last name, and your mailing address. Click submit. Yeah. And I will get all of those responses, and I will put all of those into my randomizer, and then we will pick out a few winners.
Yeah.
A few winners.
Let's do that. While you guys are doing that, I want to show you this cool thing. Tom Whalen was at Comic-Con in spirit because he had the beautiful Godzilla vs. Biollante poster release. My God, that thing is a beast. But also, they had these killer Godzilla.
Don't shove it into the camera.
Just tell me, okay,
right
where?
there is fine.
But nobody can
you
see
put a
that.
little closer.
What
Tiny
if I
bit
just
closer.
hold it like right there?
Oh my God! But then hold it still. Holy God!
Did it work?
Kind of. Pull it back just a tiny bit. There you go. Right there, and don't move.
Okay, so they had these Godzilla Tower pins available.
That thing is amazing.
In different colors, but apparently there were only 15 of the yellow ones. So
What?
Rob Jones gave me this exclusive.
That's amazing.
Which is awesome. I had no idea. I would have happened with any color, but I just loved, because, we love Tom.
Of course.
And we missed him at the show, but his piece was killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What else
awesome.
did we get? Get this cool shirt from Troma. I love the monster if you're a Toxic Avenger fan. I got this cool patch.
Okay, right.
There it is. I see it. Okay, cool.
Nice.
And what else did I get? I got this Troma Toxic Avenger pin.
Can you tell he went kind of hard in the Toxic Avenger?
Come
the Troma?
on, come
No,
on.
it's too close, dude.
There it is.
There you go.
I
Back it
love
up
it.
a little. Yeah, there
I
you
love
go.
it. And the one thing I treated myself to, where is it? Okay, hold on. I'm going to get it so you can see it.
Okay. I only bought like 3 things at Comic-Con this time, which, I'm proud that I didn't blow all of my money in Comic-Con. It was very difficult. There were beautiful things there. But the only 3 things I bought were Squishmallows, which if you know what I'm talking about, you know why I had to. They were just beautiful. And there were some of them that I've never seen before. So
check this out. If you know me, I'm a big Mandalorian fan.
ooh, this is a good one.
And they make those Star Wars vintage series figures in a retro style. So it's like the new characters, but in the old style. But at the Diamond booth, shout out the Diamond, they had this giant
that's true.
figure on the blister pack. Dude, I love this thing so freaking much. It's
By
like
the way,
to me, it's a
Nathan
piece of
McCarter
art
just
right there.
added the perfect prayer
What?
to the gods so that he can get a print.
Is it?
And now we pray, our TAKORO,
Who
who art
art
by Peter, hallowed be thy name. By kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in linoleum. That is
I love it.
chef's kiss, bro.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. So you got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to enter for our giveaway for a Doodle in a
doodle.
It's a full funny? Drawing, right?
You know what's funny?
Well,
yes.
What is it actually?
Let me specify.
Can you specify?
Yes, I will. Because originally it was a doodle. They said to do a doodle. I'm like, I'm not gonna do a fucking doodle. I'm not.
The word doodle is offensive.
I'm not gonna do a fucking doodle.
A fucking doodle
in your book. I'm not gonna make you waste your time.
Oh, that's good.
Come to this stream on a Thursday night when you could be sitting watching your favorite show.
Okay, drop the accent. It's stupid already.
For a little sketch doodle. So
no.
I did this one kind of fast, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but that's crazy to put in a book, right? Or is it gonna be
I'm gonna put as big as will fit on the page, a full size, but I'm gonna do it better than this.
Yeah. Although, is that one gonna be up for grabs ever?
We'll see.
That's really good.
We'll see.
How did you add that smoke in the background?
Oh, my love, it's magic.
It must be, because I didn't want you to do it. So as far as I'm concerned.
This one I kind of did quick on Instagram because I wanted to just give you guys an idea tonight what I was going to be making available. But I'm going to take a lot more time on your book. So just know that if we select you for this.
Will it be dedicated to the person?
I'll dedicate it. We'll do a fun little thing like, hey, remember that time we bumped into each other in Hawaii?
Hawaii?
Whatever. Just whoever else reads go, oh, wow, that's so cool. I'll make up a fun story. Don't worry about it.
Bosco in the chat. Damn, Daddy.
Damn, Daniel. All right.
No, not Daniel.
Daddy. All right.
Let's see. You got 40 seconds left if you want to enter this giveaway. 40 seconds before I close the submission form. We've currently sitting at 67 people.
Oh,
and by the way, just to confirm and reiterate, this is only open to U.S. residents, so I'm sorry to our international folks.
Yes, I'm sorry on this one. What do you want? The lawyers, they don't,
it is what it is.
We got to do what they say. This was we barely got this out. But anyway, what I'll say is if I do meet anybody in the future with their book, I'll happily do a sketch or something in it.
I'm going to throw that link in one more time in these last few seconds, just in case. Okay, so that's time. I'm going to give you one more minute in case you're still filling out that form. This is your 1 minute call.
Come on,
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, I like doing a giveaway.
I know. Some of you, by the way, I just want to let you know, some of you, God bless your souls, did not give me your city and state and zip code when you put in your address. So don't be surprised if we come a knocking asking for, I might email you and ask you for those details. Just please, please, please answer your emails.
Yes.
Check your junk.
Check spam. Who knows where it's going to go.
Yeah, please, because some of you did forget to put that information, and we are going to need it in order to ship it to you if it is, in fact, the 5x7 that you choose instead of the drawing within the book. Yeah. But just wanted to let you know we're going to
shout out
confirm.
Toy Addict. He says the last Dorok will rock. Absolutely,
it had
dude.
Better.
And check out Toy Addict on Instagram, Toy Addict 26. And on YouTube, he's got some great conversations with a lot of great people from the toy industry, does toy reviews. He's a good buddy of mine, so big shout out to him.
Oh, sorry.
So, that's timer.
That's it. We are no longer accepting responses. That's 75 responses. Thank you so much, everybody.
Unfortunately, you can't get it. No.
Who?
My mom's trying to get the drawing. Trying to grift.
Sam, you get everything.
Not this.
You don't ever have to ask us.
No, not this. What is it, Mother's Day?
All right, guys, give me just a few minutes to put together these names. I think I'm going to do it by... Should I do it by email address or should I do it by first name? I wonder if I can do both.
Well, just do it.
Let me see.
People want to go back and watch... what are people watching now? That Sandman tomorrow?
Sandman comes out tomorrow?
Yeah.
What?
Got Prey tomorrow.
Oh, it does work by first and last name.
Perfect. Do that.
Okay, everybody. Let me just, I'm going to transition over so you guys can watch
and let us know. There you go. You can see it.
You can see it.
Okay. No shenanigans.
Watch it. Okay.
Scroll down the list so people can see that they're in there real quick.
Huh? Oh.
Just scroll down slowly so you can see your names.
I got everybody's first and last names. Okay. Everyone's in there. All 75 responses that came in through the form.
That means there's 6 of you who didn't do it. Okay.
Well, maybe they couldn't because they're international.
That's
maybe
true.
you shouldn't make fun of them for
no,
that. I love that
fun.
Bosco put himself in as Bosco. I can't stand you. Okay.
All right.
All right, let's go for our first winner.
This is cool. Oh, little sound.
Here we go. What's it gonna be? Oh, Bosco. No. Sorry, Bosco. It's James Romanofsky.
Hey!
Yay! Congratulations. James Romanofsky.
James
Thank
Romanofsky
you
is
so
winner
much.
number 1. How do we remember that?
I'm going to be taking a picture of everybody's name who won, and then I will be sending that to the team so that they can get working on making sure that you get your prize. We will definitely reach out, by the way, and ask you whether you want the drawing within your book or whether you would like the 5x7 print, so you get to choose and let us know, and then we will get that to you as soon as we can. Okay.
But yes, to answer your question, Chris, I am going to be watching Primal Season 2. Can't wait.
Okay, here we go. Second winner. I love the sound effect. I don't know if
I know, it's so satisfying.
It is quite satisfying. Oh, who's it going to be? It looks like Edgardo Velez. Congratulations. Edgardo Velez.
Nice.
Let me take a picture of this so I can send it. Okay. And we've got one more winner. Here we go. Hope you guys are ready.
Spin it.
Let's go. This is giving me Wheel of Fortune vibes. And it's, Bosco by a hair. And it's Holly. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you all so much for entering, and congratulations to the winners, and thank you for everybody who entered their name to win.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your support. We really hope that you will still go and sign up to be notified for the TAKORO Kickstarter.
TheAttackPeter.com. Even if you're going to back it, like you said, I don't need to be reminded. Do me a favor, do it anyway. It helps out a lot. People are looking at the numbers and they want to see some pre-Kickstarter excitement. So I think we're at what? How many backers? I mean, how many notify? What does it say there? What's that number?
What?
How many people have already signed up there?
346.
346. I want to hit that 400 number to make sure 400 of you are getting notified about it. That'd be awesome. So just it's free, it costs you nothing. Just go there real quick. Put that link again, B, so everybody can click on it. And on your way out, guys, before you leave, do me a huge favor and just put your email in there if you haven't. Yeah, I know so many of you have, but just in case you haven't, it would be awesome. So happy to come back and do a stream with you guys. We missed you terribly. The reason we hadn't done it, trust me, is because I couldn't even put the 3 minutes together to get the set ready and everything. You saw what we did. We had Coheed in Cambria. We had Comic-Con. We had the Godzilla vs. TAKORO. So many secrets I had to keep, which I hate doing. So much awesome artwork on the way. We have 2 more streams before the Kickstarter, by the way. 2 more streams planned. That means we're going again live next week. We're going again next week. And then we're going the week after. I'm going to bring Jared Rosello on the stream, on one of those streams.
That will be the funniest stream you ever watch.
Jared is the writer and artist who's working with me on the story with TAKORO. He's also like one of my oldest and best friends from first grade. And he's helping me build the world in like amazing ways, helping me see it in a different way. And I just want you guys to meet him and get a feel for who he is. Because, whenever we bring someone into the gang, it's good that everybody knows and puts their little seal of approval on it. Yeah, absolutely. But yes, it was crazy. But now August 23rd, guys, August 23rd. And then I believe for about 3 weeks and change after that, we're going to Kickstarter mode. So you're going to see me all the time, obnoxious, talking about it. But trust me, I'm doing it because we got to blow this up. I'm saving my energy for it. I know you guys are saving up to back it, but it's everything, you guys. This is our Super Bowl. This is our big moment.
This is our Super Bowl.
It is. This is what we've worked on.
It's true.
When we were starting TAKORO together in the streams 2 years ago, working on different characters and all this, it was all leading to something, and this is that something. So
it's gonna be great.
Make it big. Help me make it as big as possible. I promise if this thing blows up, I am going to throw the print crew the biggest party known to man. And again, if you're going to be in Miami, we are going to have a Kickstarter party on September 10th, Saturday, September 10th at Strange Beast in Miami. I'll be there. Gabby will be there. All our friends. We're going to have pizza and beers, and you can see the mural that was painted on the walls of the restaurant, which I'll be showing off as we get closer.
Yeah, we'll publish all those details
but
for
I know
everybody.
Some people wanted to travel from out of state. So
yeah, but we'll make sure to give you those details really far ahead.
Yeah, well,
so, now you know the party is September
10th. Here in Miami.
Yes.
You're all invited. If you want to come and if you need help figuring it out, hit us up. We'll help you figure it out.
Oh my God, please hit us up and we'll help you find, where to stay.
Yeah,
and
we'll give you pointers so you're not too far away.
We'll give you all the details for that kind of stuff, for sure.
All right, you guys. Peace and love. We love you very much.
Good seeing you all again. We love you very much. We can't wait to see you again.
Congratulations to the 3 winners.
Yay.
Back again next week. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll pick 3 more winners.
Maybe we have some fun things to give away.
Maybe we have some secrets. Yes. So
you never know.
Yeah. So I'll see you guys next week. I love you very much. Thank you for showing up. Show up next week. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it going.
Bye guys.
Bye guys. Peace.